Perfidious Beat here, back to go all Melissa Two Sheds Strickland on the old Warlock over here in XCOM, War of the Chosen. Dropping the MST 3K reference there, Pete. Yeah, I just, I ran out of good Burn the Witch analogies, and I didn't want to go down the Joan of Arc thing 2 times. And this is what you get when I've exhausted my admittedly quite limited ability to be entertaining, and there's still episode left to go. You get jokes about ginger-headed, maverick-driving losers shoving moldy olive loaf into their face, and invocations to Gorgo and Mormo for them to come down and smite my enemies. Although, The Touch of Satan is a bad movie, admittedly, very bad. But I can't really blame I can't blame Touch of Satan for putting the whole I am Gorgo and Mormo invocation thing into my head, because Touch of Satan actually stole that line from Lovecraft. They actually ripped off that from the horror at Red Hook, I think. So, I'm stealing from a show that stole from a movie that stole from a book by a man who wasn't even a particularly good writer. This is how you know the comedic timing is perfect. I think maybe what we should do is just check out of this whole intro, because it sucks, and we'll lock the old Warlock in a shed over here with his murderous, shrunken, apple-headed sister, and then, I don't know, bind our soul to Satan, I guess, because we want another chance to tap that hot witch ass. Touch of Satan is a very confusing film. Very confusing. In fact, I'm pretty sure that the main character, if you can call him such, pretty sure that the main character actually does sell his soul to the devil, just because he wants another go-around at the witch that's been, I was about to use the word seducing, but I'm not really sure it's the appropriate term. I don't suppose there's any chance we can wrath over to you, is there, Mr. Warlock? Yes, not only can we wrath over to you, but we can then just jack you in the face with an ionic ripjack, and this won't even take an action. So we have, you piece of shit, Toretto. You're right to mock me. Alright, so BFG, all you can do is take one unspeakably miserable shot at our boy here. You can't use Wrath or any of your other good abilities because you're dazed for a friggin' eternity. Can anybody else get a shot at this robot that isn't Riddick? Literally anyone. The answer is no. Alright then, go ahead and finish this thing. I'm actually a little more concerned about the robot than I am about the Warlock. So we've got you taken care of. There's no reason to manual override here. We got nothing on cooldown. Do we have anybody who's going to be able to do anything at all? You can go take a shot. Okay, you know what? Do it. Oh, sure. Yours works, huh? Don't activate another pod, though. If you activated another pod, I'm going to be... Nope. Okay. That's fantastic direction there, Bradford. You have interrupted the action to draw our attention away from the Warlock to make sure that we, focused on a pile of old containers. Top-notch work, John. Top-notch. So you still have your Wrath ability. Are we going to be able to see the Chosen from here? We can. We have really nothing else to do but try and Wrath everybody close enough to the Chosen that we can just pummel them to death. That's our bit. Put a bunch of people with Retribution next to the Chosen, just Wrath over there. He does take extra damage from getting hit by us up close. So the more times we can do this, when he tries to run away from us, we're going to get double duty out of that too. Double duty, you're going to make him poop twice. Yep, we're going to hit him so hard, not only does he shit himself, but he shits himself twice. Ideally, what we're going to do is surround him with people who can use the Retribution ability, and when he tries to move, we're just going to chop him into haggis. We're working him over pretty good. Alright, BFG, you have one terrible shot. I really feel like our better bet here for you is to just put you on Overwatch, and then we gotta try and come up with something to do for Riddick for the remainder of his action. His grappling hook is on cooldown. You know what? Just move, Riddick. Get closer to the Warlock. Dominic Toretto is over here with an action. This is not the worst shot in the world. I say we take it. And that may put us in close enough that if we get some Retribution swings here, we might actually be able to kill this guy. So, of course, he's going to just summon a Spectral Army. Interesting. And you have put yourself into what appears to be some form of stasis bubble. Well, here comes the Spectral Army, so you're dead then. You should just be getting... Oh, never mind, that attack never hits. The unbelievably unlikely Overwatch shot from the Iron Giant, though, actually got the job done.
Are you ready to be redeemed?
Did this guy arm himself? Is he, like, primed to explode? I feel like this man might be primed to explode. I think we should probably come over here and shoot him in the spine. Let's not take any chances. Let's just shoot him in the back. Riddick? Criticaled him. He was not primed to explode. That popped this man out of his bubble. Well, then, I guess we'll just go ahead and kill you. Riddick even got a little ability point. His armor saved him? Well, I would say his armor, you know, delayed the inevitable. You missed that shot, though, huh? He's, you know what? You're right to ridicule me on that one, Warlock. I am ashamed of my performance there. I deserve to be mocked. Missed a 98% shot. Missed a shot on you at point blank range. That was pretty sad. We literally put the gun in your mouth and still had a difficult time coming up with the connection there. It's a missed connection. We should, I don't know, maybe throw up a Craigslist post. Be like, you were a Warlock taunting me. I was the man with the gun. I was the one who sent bullets flying over your shoulder. I felt a deep and abiding bond between us, even though we didn't exchange any words. Meet me at the cafe, wear a red scarf. Bring a copy of Mystery Science 3D or 3000 version of the movie Touch of Satan. We'll watch it together and laugh. Old Perfidious Pete does have a paradigm. I've always said if I ever met a woman who really liked it, if I ever met a woman who liked Mystery Science Theater as much as I did, I would just propose on the spot. Maybe I've been needlessly limiting it. Maybe I should just, like, expand it. Be like, if I've ever met a person who liked it as much as me, I should just propose on the spot. But then I guess I'd probably have to propose to Mike Nelson, and I'm pretty sure he's already married. I will watch. Wonder if Kevin Murphy's single. I bet, no, he's not. He's also married. Bill Corbett, also married. What about Joel Hodgson? He doesn't really seem like my type. He seems too laid back for me. I'm more wound up. Joel seems like he'd be a pretty relaxed, kind of casual sort of cat. Beardo, let's get you in here.
As you order.
I'm going to continue playing Dream Date with the cast of Mystery Science Theater 3000. Are they a dream or a dud? I think we went around the horn on that. We did. So, Iron Giant, come around here and plant the explosive. This may actually be the end of mission. Is this all we have to do is plant the explosive and leave?
Menace 1-5, status confirmed. X4 charges are armed.
That doesn't really feel right, but okay. I guess we'll get to the extraction point for immediate evac then, and I'm going to stick it... I'd like to stick it somewhere we could grapple to, but that isn't going to collapse. Let's see if we can get everybody in it this turn. Because you can just grapple there and then leave. Is this really... Are we going to do it this quick? Just... Is this it, Pete? Are you just going to hit it and quit it? You just going to go all... Anti-Sir Mix-a-Lot on us? You're not going to stay and play? How am I supposed to be long and or strong and or down to get the friction on? So we're going to have you escape? It seems weird that it wouldn't let us use our grappling hook to move into that tile. I'm wondering if it considers that tile to be occupied, even though it's not actually occupied because we already grappled into it. Rob, let's get you out of here. Anybody else left? There's Riddick and old Binky. I believe that's the whole team. Like, we're in and out. Dude, it's like sex with a bunny rabbit, man. We're just in and out quick. Quick like a bunny. We come in, we get the job done, we get the hell out of here before a savage predator comes down and tears our swiftly beating heart from our chest and devours it.
Returning as ordered.
Yeah, we don't really need to watch you guys climb the rope, though.
Returning
Just
for reassignment.
pull it down, let's get out of here, save ourselves a little willpower damage, because we did already take some additional willpower damage when we got hit by that Mind Scorch. I'm curious if we killed everything. I think we beat up like 2 pods and the Warlock, although one of those pods did include a Sectopod. 5 free ability points for bashing the Mind Slayer. Oh, we killed everybody. We killed 15 enemies? When? That seems like more than I recall having killed. The saviors of humanity here. I don't suppose anybody's given us some of that sweet side-eye, are they? Is there a Vin Diesel up here? You know what? We got to get this leering skull. The saviors of humanity. This is it right here. The savior of humanity. One giant grinning rictus of a face.
I think we need more dead aliens to get the effect we're going for.
I disagree wholeheartedly, Lily. I think I got exactly the effect I was going for. A giant leering death's head. The savior of humanity. I want the people of Earth to realize that once I've defeated the aliens and freed the people of Earth from the iron fist of their oppressors, that they can expect an all-new wave of iron-fisted cruelty to replace it. Because I'm taking over. When I'm freeing humanity, I'm not doing it just for altruistic reasons or out of the goodness of my heart. I'm overthrowing the aliens because they're fucking horning in on my action. Ruling the world, that's my fucking job. Time for me to claim my throne. Taking it. Seizing it by force. Richard III in this shit.
And we can take them down. We just have to figure out how to keep them down.
Well, Bradford typically involves raiding their lair and then blowing up their magic sarcophagus. And then once that's done, you know, the rest is pretty much downhill. We're going to pick up Reckoning. Lightning Reflexes is intriguing, but I have to admit, I've been really, really disappointed with the, like, secondary abilities that our skirmishers are getting. Like, they all kind of blow, and when I say kind of blow, I actually mean they all really suck a lot. None of them are particularly good. We will go ahead and take... Interrupt is something I'm kind of coming around on, and it's growing on me a little bit. Plus, the Iron Giant is gifted, so he has a ton of action, right? A ton of ability points there at his disposal. Binky, we're definitely going to give you Retribution. I do like the fact that we have a lot of people who have Retribution, although it never seems to fucking hit anything, so I'm not really entirely certain why I'm so enamored of it, because it seems like way shittier Bladestorm. I'm super enamored of Bladestorm because it's amazing, but I don't get Retribution. It just seems to miss most of the time. We reduced the Avatar Project progress by 1, which is what we came to do. We had to chew down the Avatar Project. We were in Doom Counter territory. Operation Shadow Song. A Song of Triumph is what it was. Anything else we need to do around here? I don't think so. We're probably good, and I'm wondering, why is OBS picking up my Steam overlay? Because it should not be picking up my Steam overlay. Sorry about the camera yanking. Just knock it off! Why is the Steam overlay showing on this? It should not be showing. I'm actually kind of furious. Guess what is it? Like, shut Steam off from now on. The Steam overlay should not be, like, this window should not capture the Steam overlay. I'm very confused. Let's do some scanning here since we got a little extra time. We can set up our next episode. I'm going to love the fact that we're going to get like 1 pip of Avatar Project reduction, and then I'm going to go click a scan button somewhere, and we're immediately going to, the aliens are going to pick that pip right back up. I'm going to call it ahead of time. We do have another facility available to us. It's just, if I recall correctly, this one has, yeah, an extremely powerful and dangerous alien, which we extremely don't want to mess around with. We did pick up the Asian continent bonus. We got, how big is this facility in Europe? Only a 2-pointer. This facility in New Brazil is a 3-pointer. We really should try and get, we really got to kind of make our way down there. What are their scanning opportunities? Don't care. I just said I don't care about the abandoned camp. Oh, they're both down here. Well, we could reduce contact cost. That's a little useful, but really I'd rather just go make contact. Something we should do that we haven't done in a while, though, I think we got to swing by the black market and maybe offload some of our junk. I'd love to pick up another engineer, too. We really could use that extra engineer to throw down in, like, resistance comms. Or maybe we'll get some upgrades for resistance comms. Let's offload some garbage. Alloys, Illyrium. We never sell those, even though we probably have way more than we need. Don't really need all these stun lancer corpses. Probably get rid of a couple of these purifiers. Muton corpses, well, we're beyond the need for those, really. An advanced laser sight. I'm tempted to sell this advanced laser sight just because, well, one, we have a superior laser sight that we just picked up last episode, and two, we don't really want bonus critical. I built a flashbang that I don't think I've ever remembered to equip or use. Berserker corpses we'll hang on to. We don't need all these chrysalid corpses, that's for sure. Get rid of some of those. Keep the data pad, the Andromedon wreck, the gas bomb. I mean, we paid money for that. Advanced repeater we should use. Advanced speed we should use. The superior stock, somebody should probably have that equipped. Superior laser sight, I'm tempted to sell you too. We are using a laser sight, I guess. So maybe we'll hang on to it for now. What do you got on the old selling block here? Superior expanded magazine, that we're definitely buying. And I thought I saw a superior scope, which, yes, we're also buying. Okay, just used quite a bit of intel there. You know, we still have 129. I'm okay with it. Let's do a little facilities maintenance then while we're at it. What can we do to increase our resistance comm? We can throw an engineer in here. Well, do we have any engineers working the infirmary, or is our infirmary guy idle? Actually, it's a gremlin in the infirmary. You're also a gremlin. I think gremlins are running most of the ship, right? Gremlin. Yeah, gremlins are actually running most of the ship at the moment. Huh. We need to get somebody over here. Yo, you know what? We don't really care with the speed with which the shadow chamber... You're building the shadow chamber? No. Come do this instead, Carrie Taylor. Not to be confused with Christine Taylor. Devoted wife of Ben Stiller. Wait, are they still married? I thought those two got divorced. Devoted ex-wife of Ben Stiller, maybe, might be a more accurate assessment. And now we can go spread about and make... Like, we're free to move about the country. We can just go make contact with whomever the hell we please because we have a ridiculous number of resistance contacts now. That's exactly the way that's going to work. Good. Head to Mexico. Let's get a little Skip Bradford in. With 2 safety valves and a total of like 5 pips of Avatar project progress at our disposal, then I'm going to start feeling pretty comfortable again.
Attempting to establish local regional
Message coming through.
But we're not going to be able to do that, or is this just the end of the month?
I had
Just the end of the month.
hopes for the resistance.
Aliens made 2 progress, constructed 1 facility, completed 2 dark events. We stopped 1 retaliation, did a guerrilla op. We destroyed 1 facility. We reduced Avatar project by 1. That's pathetic. Did complete 4 covert actions. The hunter is now immune to explosions. That's not really relevant for us. We're getting very, very close to the fact, like, she may be doing an Avenger assault very shortly. We gotta get the Shadow Demon under control here. Maybe I should call on Gorgo and Mormo. Or maybe I should just call Melissa 2 Shed Strickland and be like, hey, could you maybe stop this shit? 2 hidden events. We're sort of gonna have to stop this minor breakthrough. Why do we have 2 hidden events? Typically only 1 of those is hidden. That's unusual. We could have the Reapers go. I mean, here. We definitely want this. Is there anything else we might rather go with? You're junk. You're garbage. Junk. Wow. I guess we'll take popular support for some extra supplies. Man, all of these... All of them. We have like 2 We only have 2 orders that are even decent. The rest of them are all terrible.
We're told.
361 supplies. Finger has recovered from his wounds. That's fantastic. He was injured on a covert operation, if I recall correctly.
An important step forward.
Archon autopsy is done. Fusion blade, fusion ripjack, and a plasma lance. Now, the fusion ripjack does do more damage. Improved beam weapons, yes, those immediately.
I agree. That is an important task.
It's probably the most important task we could do, because that's +1 damage to our otherwise remarkably shitty weapons.
Advent has made steady progress in convincing the remaining civilian populace to migrate to their city centers.
Well, you know, propaganda, they should have, they got a good propaganda agent. They basically went to Tom Cruise's agent and said, can you do for Advent what you've done for Tom Cruise and conceal the fact that they're unspeakably, howlingly insane and somehow make people still want to go see Mission Impossible Fallout? He was like, yeah, you know, I can do that. And then he went out and did it, and people just flock into the city centers because they got to see the new Mission Impossible. So there's a case to be made for not upgrading to the Fusion Ripjack. And that case is the Ionic Ripjack has the stun, which is extraordinarily nice, but the Fusion Ripjack just does more damage. And really what I'm looking for out of my Ripjack, more than the occasional stun, because again, I don't really like things that are unreliable. More than the occasional stun, though, I'd really just rather have extra damage. And if memory serves me correctly, the Fusion Ripjack also has a chance to set stuff on fire. It rarely triggers, but then again, the stun rarely triggers either. I'd really just rather be able to hit stuff harder. So we will go ahead and do the upgrade. And in the event that we do want to switch to the Fusion Ripjack for some bizarre reason, we can't always go into, when we equip our soldiers, and just deliberately equip the weaker version too. Knowing Fusion Ripjack doesn't prevent us from using the Ionic Ripjack if we want to do so. Making contact. The Iron Giant has recovered from his wounds. Sean Vetter's going to go take his place in the hospital. We did pick up Superior Agility, which is like the worst PCS we possibly could have gotten, though. Superior weapon upgrade. Gather some intel. I'm looking for promotions here, boys. Like, exclusively promotions. And the superior upgrade does have one and only takes 6 days. Any other promotions around here? Recruiting a Templar. Can't improve combat intelligence. Getting a better resistance order. And greater resolve is not terrible either. Recruiting an engineer. We could actually really use an engineer. Recruiting a Reaper. Reduce Avatar project progress. We want to do it. It doesn't come with any kind of significant bonus, though. Technological advances. Future Combat 1 is garbage, actually. Straight up crap. I want promotions, but more than I want promotions, I want to reduce the Avatar project progress. Low chance of ambush. I think we're going to be okay on this one. Let's send... We'll overcommit maybe just a little bit. Let's send Jackie DeNorcio to lead the charge here, and then we'll just send, like, I don't know. Chris Varick, you're quietly edging your way up the ranks and making it to lieutenant. Negate the chance. There's a low chance somebody's captured. You know what? Well, I was thinking we would hold off on this, but it's supplies, not intel, and we actually have a bunch of money we're not using. Let's go ahead and we'll give them the supplies. If it was intel at this point, we're a little low. I might hold back, but supplies, don't care about. You guys go ahead and handle that.
I'll order my people to get underway immediately.
Yeah, you do that, Volk. What are your people doing, by the way? Because they're not working for XCOM. And we've got ourselves a supply raid. So that'll be our next mission. The Grimstalker is not going to show up on this one. We just killed his buddy. We're not getting back-to-back chosen missions. Even when you have the Wild Hunt Dark Event active, you're not pulling back-to-back chosen missions. We've got the Lost in the area, which should be fine, but we're going to explore those possibilities next episode, because this one, like Melissa 2 Shed Strickland's second shed, has burned to ashes.
If we don't work with the resistance on a covert action to hunt them down,
yeah, John.
we're going to end up on the defensive.
We're already on the defensive, but we're turtling, Bradford. It's my preferred strategy. When I encounter danger, like the noble turtle, I tend to withdraw into my shell and make my enemy come to me. Batter themselves on my defenses, and then once they've weakened themselves, tired themselves out, Once they're spent, that's when I strike. I'm like the noble turtle, John. You gotta channel the power of the tortoise. Stay within your shell, wait for your enemy to weary themselves out. Then, when they're ragged and panting outside, spring forth and attack. Bam! Snap down on the tip of their nose, rip it off, and then go back into your shell. Then they'll remember you forever because you're the turtle that bit their nose off. If you enjoyed my turtle analogy, you might consider dropping a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you'd like more tortoise-inspired battle strategies, you might consider subscribing as well. New episodes of XCOM every single day. Right now, thanks very much for watching. I'll make more MST3K jokes again very soon.